everybody, it's Rory from ANSgear, and we're upstairs with the brand new release for the Profiler 2.0. So there is a new Profiler that's out. I wore a Profiler for a really long time and I loved it. My only gripe with the Profiler was once the foam went bad, you didn't have an option to replace your foam on the original one. But now that has been sorted out and you can replace the foam in the new one. So let's look at one of these boxes, get one open, and then I also have an original Profiler up here so we can compare it to that one. So let's, since I've got a red one, let's go with another red one right there. So let's take this one and we'll open this one up right here. So here's our new box for the Profiler. You know, it's got a bunch of stuff on it, tells you all about it. A little window so you can see through it. Improved ventilation, Flexsoft Comfort Ears. We'll look at that. Easy snap-in Pro-Visor and quick change face foam. They are using the same lens as before, so that big lens that was on it originally, we still have that lens being used. Inside here, we've got our visor. Now, we'll talk about the visor when we get to that. We've got our goggle, and then we have a goggle bag inside there. So let's take a look at this. Here we go. So you can see that right there. This is our new look for the Profiler right here. So some differences that we can see right away. The original Profiler, pretty stiff. Like if I'm trying to flex it and bend it, not really got too much bend to it right there. But the new one, I can bend that all over. Now it's not as soft as like a ProFlex bottom, but definitely compared to what we had before, like there's no way, like I can bend this one like back like that. I can bend it all the way over. I'm not pushing too hard. There's no way if I tried to bend that, I would probably break it or something. I don't know. I'm not going to try to do that. But the softest part on the original Profiler, it was the ears right here. So now the bottom, all the way around, we've got flex to the bottom, which I think is an improvement if you're looking for potential bounces off the goggle right there. And that's what people are looking for. People love the ProFlex because it's so soft. But this isn't so soft, I think, that if you get shot in the bottom of the mask, that it's going to fold back and hit you in the face, which can happen with the ProFlex right there. So it's flexible, but not crazy flexible. If we move over to the ear section, you can see that they have replaced this rubber right here with an actual foam piece that molds or sets into the goggle surround, or the side of the goggle right there. It's got a couple little indexing tabs so that this keeps in place right there and it doesn't just fall out or move out of the way. Same as here on the bottom, but softer piece around the edges. Now, I never had a problem with the Profiler pushing on my ears or anything like that, but that just could be the shape of my head fit that goggle really well. So for anybody that did have that issue, now we've got a softer foam on the side right there. Let's see, strap on the back. Looks like the strap is about the same. We've got a slight redesign in it, obviously. Still says VForce on there. Still has that silicone beading on the inside right there to keep it from sliding around on your head. But I think one of the biggest, I shouldn't say the biggest, one of the changes to the visor right there is now it is a quick snap style right here. So you can see that we've got these little posts on the visor. Before on the original one, you can see all these slots that are on the original one. So you had to stick the visor through the slots, and then you had to take an O-ring and put it through the little post that stuck through, and it could be kind of a pain right there. Now we've just got boop, 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 pop them right in, done and done. Let's talk about the lens and lens removal. Lens removal stayed the same. So originally, you stuck your fingers in here, you pop the strap out, and then you would remove the side earpiece, you lift up on the tab and then slide it back. So same here, you're gonna reach inside, you can see inside there, push the tabs, slide the goggle strap out, and then we can take our tab, we can do this without Okay, you just lift this up right here. I'm lifting the middle section up just barely, and then you slide the plate back, and it pops right out. And this is what goes through here. So it locks in place by sliding through that little hole, boop, and snapping into place so that it locks the lens in place. We'll do the same thing to the other side. Pull that out, and then we can pop our lens right out. So they're using the same lens, the dual pane thermal lens right there. So it's a giant lens. One thing I liked about the Profiler was just how much you could see through there. I think the only other lens that gets really close to that would be the EVS lens in just overall size. But I like that. And then you can just pop your other lens in and change out your lens color, or if you just scratched it all up, change that out into a new one. But now that we've got the lens out, my biggest gripe was the foam. And I've got like 2 Profilers at home. I have a white one, I have a gray one. You couldn't change the foam. And the original ones, the foam was solid all the way through the side right here. So if you're wearing glasses or anything like that, could push against your head. So now the foam is removable. You grab a hold of it, pop it out, pull that thing out. So our foam can come right out. Same thing for the bottom piece, can come right out of there. And since it's 2 separate pieces now, you've got a nice gap in between right here, so the arms of your glasses can fit through there. Now the glasses that I normally wear, my readers, I wore them inside this goggle when I was trying it on earlier, fit in there just fine, and those are pretty thick rimmed glasses right there. Fits in there. So if you're wearing sunglasses, maybe you don't want to get a tinted lens, but you want to be able to wear your sunglasses underneath it, should fit in there without an issue. So I think that's the foam being replaceable and switching over to a flexible bottom right here. I think that's awesome. For the people who wear a visor, now the visor just snaps in super easy instead of monkeying around with those O-rings that you had to stick on there before. That's awesome. And then the addition of the soft ear, for me, it didn't really affect me too much, but I can see a lot of people out there who had an issue with that rubber ear on there and wanted something with a little bit of foam. Plus, we've got all the new ventilation inside here. So you've got more windows, like all this solid section right here. If you were trying to yell through it, make it a little bit harder, breathe through it, now you've got more ventilation. You've got more slots on your ears to hear better. So they're just trying to improve the goggle from all angles and from all aspects right there. So this is it. This is the new one right here. We've got the brand new Profiler 2.0. We got 4 colors to choose from. The red one, we've got an all black one, we've got a blue one, and then it looks like a gray one. So gray, black, blue, black, all black, and then red and black right here. Check it out, guys. If you never wear a Profiler, get down to your shop and check them out. Get on the website, check it out right here. Profiler 2.0s available on the website. Get yours today at ANSgear.com.